to my homie, he locked up my rap, my co-defendant from the first case. You crazy, gang. You was my boy. Oh, you was my boy. I gave you all type of shit.
A nigga told on me before he got a longer sentence. I think they gave him 28, he'd rather talk than listen. Bitch was the only one that told they killed the other witness.
I'm just letting you know how it is. It's kill time.
What's up, what it do? Drill Time TV checking in once again. A lot of the folks are speculating that this is the guy that could have possibly single-handedly saved drill music. Given the fact, if he would have taken a stand and wouldn't have retracted his statements, the world probably would have never heard the likes of a kingvon, because he would have been sitting for that 30 ball. This Wooski big brother, Big Mike, kingvon co-defendant on the murder case of Malcolm Stuckey. Initially, he was sentenced to 28 years, plus 12 for not testifying against Von. Facing a combined 40-year sentence, Big Mike will file for appeal and win, and he's currently back out here on parole today. Big Mike won his appeal victoriously on the grounds that the court made an error when they denied his motion to suppress his statement he gave to the cops. In his motion, Big Mike stated his statements were involuntary because it was obtained through psychological or mental coercion. Mike stated he was held in custody over 30 hours and repeatedly questioned by several detectives. Specifically, Big Mike asserted Detective John Halloran repeatedly suggested that Mike should minimize his role in the offense by incriminating kingvon before kingvon incriminated him. As the story would go, kingvon and Big Mike would show up to a party on 5700 block of South LaSalle, driven by his lady friend that was granted immunity for her testimony. She says she pulled up to the party, her and Von pop out, Big Mike stayed in the car. So boom, while she on the porch fraternizing with one of the party goers, Von slid in the crib where the action was at. She said he popped back outside about 10 minutes later and told her, run him to Oblock real quick because they got some gas in there and he got to go pick up some more money. So boom, she shoot him back over there. So they run in Parkway, run out, boom. So they headed back to the party. Upon pulling up this time, they tell her to park around the corner. So she pull around the corner from the house and they hop out on feet. Whole time she stayed in the car on her phone. Few minutes later, she get to hearing that. While she ducking, trying to take cover, she see Von and Big Mike running back to the car. They talking about getting me up out of there, so she shot him back out to Oblock. Then she broke the speed limit. However, Big Mike had a different recollection of the night at hand. Although detectives visited Big Mike 6 times out of 33 hours and cracked him like a carton of eggs, damn, he would later go on and retract the story he told the CPD about him and kingvon jumping out barefaced and him letting off 16 rounds in the direction of Robinson until he emptied his clip. After seeing Robinson limp away after being struck by gunfire, Big Mike said he proceeded to run back to the car, but he can still hear gunshots ringing out. And then he said he seen Von circle around the house and run through the alley, hit that like button if gang tweaking, and let off 2 more shots. Boom, boom. After that, Von popped back in the car and they skirted out. Mike stated he later on threw his 40 cal in the river. And Mike possibly didn't understand it at the time, being that he wasn't identified in 3 police lineups, and nobody actually identified him on the scene of the murder as a shooter but himself. But he dug himself a big hole, and from his appeal paperwork linked in the description, it states the first 4 times the detective came in there, Big Mike kept it solid with him. But by the 5th time they came through there, they sucked all the life out of Mike's hopes of being a real nigga and hit him with the "oh, you get from hell." Then Mike will go on to do the unthinkable.
Stick my last rapper was a bitch. They gave him 28 years cause the nigga won't close his lips.
So this 5th time they came in there, they wasn't playing no games with him whatsoever. They woke him up out of sleep aggressive in a loud and assertive tone. They told Big Mike, man, look here, the police already put the puzzle together, man. What you gonna do, shoot or drill? And it's all leading back to you. You going down like 4 flat tires, man. Then the detective told Mike, when Von get to trial, he go save himself and testify this your work. And when he just happened to do that, he told him at that point, he just go listen to what Von gotta say, and all deals is off the table. That's when he pulled his chair closer to the table and told Big Mike, by the way, we got your girlfriend, and she'll be the first one taking a stand testifying against you. It's over with. It's a done deal. We got the right man. Oh yeah, Mr. Wade, it's a wrap for you. You going to jail for murder, and we getting that parole. We violating all that and gonna stick it up your life. Big pause. They was talking flagrant to him, you hear me? And then the detective told Mike, you think about what I just said, and slammed the door and left the room. So Mike's sweating bullets at this point, and for the first time he got to thinking. it's a strong possibility that he might not be home for a minute, so he got to pacing around the room, eventually laying back on the little mat they had in there for him. But as soon as he got comfortable, boom, they bust in there with his arrest warrant and a warrant for his parole violation and get to telling him he's fucked. And if he didn't give up kingvon, they were gonna end the case on him right then and there. And by the detective telling him that, later on down the line, Mike will file this in a motion and win his appeal. However, the detective continued, if Von blames it all on you and you blame it on Von in trial, the jury go look at that prior armed robbery and say you're not credible. Then he told that man, you better start playing ball, cause we gon' put you up under that motherfucker, man. We ain't playing with you no more. Then Big Mike get to getting that. Oh man, y'all ain't trying to help nobody anyway. Detective, I never once said I'm trying to fucking help you. I'm telling you what the truth is. Big Mike, even if it was Von's idea and he was a shooter, I'm still going to jail. In the back of the detective mind, I know they like, we got him. Then the detective told Mike, it's nothing you can do for Von. You better work with us instead of against us. Big Mike, can y'all give me a little bit of time to think, man? This a lot to unpack at one time. Detective, take your time, do your thing, man. Then Big Mike asked for a cigarette. Well damn. So now we in that thing chain smoking Newports to the brain. Now remind you, this all on video you can request from Cook County. So in the final clip at 9:42 p.m. they last visit, the detectives enter the room and tell Big Mike, if the police get any facts wrong, it's up to him to get them right. Big Mike, now if I tell y'all what happened, man, will the prosecutor make a recommendation to the judge for my cooperation? The detectives told Mike they can't promise him anything. That's when Big Mike got to getting desperate. Big Mike, I was just saying cause it's a possibility that I can assist y'all with another murder. The detectives get to looking at each other laughing at him. Then they look back at Big Mike and told him, fuck you on, boy, this isn't let's make a deal. Then they squalls a chuckle out of Mike. Mike laughed. I know this ain't let's make a deal. Shit, I'm going to jail regardless. I just thought it'd be helpful if I gave you guys information about this shooting and another murder. The detective then told Big Mike that he'd tell the prosecutor that he cooperated with them in this case and was also helpful in another case after they verify any information that he give them about the unrelated murder. At this point, the defense counsel stopped the video and stated Big Mike began making incriminating statements at this point. So then they went to trial. Kingvon pled the fifth, stayed silent. Mike finds out in trial he was never identified out of lineup in the first place, and he was tricked by the detective. So Big Mike retracted his statement and would never take the stand against Kingvon. Von ended up walking. Mike had to lay it down for 9 years. Now fast forward to today, he a free man. What's crazy is, when these boys hit these platforms, they remember all the clout-worthy moments, but seem to forget all the ratting they did along the way. In the DJU interview, he was talking like him and Von was catching big hats when they was out here shopping. Now the world wanna know, gang, who else you tell on? Even though Mike ain't take the stand on Von, shit, he still told him about a body in exchange for his freedom, you hear me? And still ended up doing about a decade. And Mike said he's a civilian till he get off parole. I wonder how many people eager to slide with him after this information. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell a friend, and I'll catch you in the one up top. Drill Time TV, I'm out.